Hello student. Student, in previous class, chapter first, the fun day had related exercises had been done, and today, serially, the road not taken, the poem, which is here we have to continue today. Dear student, you know the poet Robert Frost. Already he was introduced in our previous class about him related to his career. So all these things were mentioned in the class. Now today we have to focus about the stanza's sense. One thing, why he had decided, why he has composed this poem. The reason it was told to you. Because when he was just in his career, in the early age, he was not getting success somehow. The people, his friends, his relatives, only they used to criticize him. That's why he was at that time in dilemma, and he could not decide what to do and what not to do. Meanwhile, the idea came in his mind whether he should start his career in London or to continue here in America. He had choice to decide. You know, student, main thing is what you are getting choice. That will give you your future result. And meanwhile, he has composed this poem, student, in the reference. And this poem is symbolism. This wood, that is world, path, what is described here, two diverse roads is described here, because when he had the choice, only one. So let's focus here in the stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. He had, if we are getting his worldly meaning, then when being a writer, when he was wandering in the road, in the jungle, in the wood, he found there two paths, and both were diverged in different direction. They were going. He could not decide which path will be good for him. Then what happened? And be one traveler long I stood and looked down, one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Being alone there, I was thinking about the roads and planning about that. And meanwhile, when I was thinking about the road, one road, then somehow it was full of inexperience for him. That was as if undergrowth, mean after having completed some distance, as if he could not seem any further aim, mean he had no experience about that particular road. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as far that the passing there had warned them really about the same. In the next stanza he is saying, dear student, when he decided the road, leaving first, when he started another road to go on, then after having completed some distances, he experienced that. What was experience? He had not started his journey right now. Only he is trying, he is thinking, planning to start his journey. Here it is given very clearly, student. And having perhaps a better claim, one road which was claiming him as if that will be better for him. Okay, you know, student, road, they don't claim. the human beings with clay. Okay, so we can say here somehow it was for him, according to writer, it was better for him when he thought about the both the roads. And why he is saying that was better? Because it was grassy and wanted where no footprint could be seen there on the grass. As if, you know, student, you have seen in your village side also, the road which is usually not in use, their grasses are grown up. So same situation was there before Robert Frost. And that's why he decided that fresh one road that he would continue his journey. See, had warned them really about the same. Here, though as far that the passing there, when I passed on there, on that through that road, had warned them really about the same. Experience was really same. Mean it was really feeling good on that road. What I had decided. Then and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black, and both that morning equally no leaves, no in leaves, no step had trodden black. When on that particular morning, when he was thinking or planning about the path, two paths, then there was no footstep was there, no footprint was there, no grasses were trodden by any foot, as if the road was fresh. Another road was fresh. Okay? Oh, I kept the first for another day. He is saying, I decided to follow the first path, yet knowing how way leads on to way. You know, student here, how, yet knowing how way leads on to way. How way? Way doesn't lead. Human being lead. So here personification figures of speech is used here, student. Personification. Because that is a non-living thing, path is non-living thing, and here it is shown, it is tried to show here that as if path were leading, and which is the activity of living being. So here personification figures of speech is used here. I doubted if I should ever come back when somehow he has completed his journey on first path, not completed in the midwhile when he was journeying. Then now he is imagining, if I were return, if I could return once more. It means when Robert Frost, student, when he went there in England for his career to get the success for his career, then he could get the experience of difference between what was going on his motherland, America, and what is there in England. Now he has got the difference. Okay, so here with the help of two paths, he is trying to make us understand that how he could get experience, especially difference between when I had completed my journey, then when I followed first path, then, and that was fresh, unknown, inexperienced for him. Now student, I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere edges and edges. Here repetition poetic device is used, student. Edges and edges. Okay? And GG. Whenever consonant sound is repeated in continuous word at same place, then there will be alliteration. Okay? So edges and edges, hence he is saying that now I would share my experience for time to time, edges and edges through my poem. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took one less travelled by. Already this experience has been done by him. He is here sharing this experience among us, and that has made all the difference when he has done his journey. then he could decide that which one is better. He could decide what was difference between them in America and England's career. Student, sometimes in our practical lives there is situation when we are in dilemma, we are not able to decide which is better. And your choice will decide the result of your future. So choice, taking decision whenever in dilemma you are, really somehow it's difficult. And when you will complete your journey, what you have decided, when you will complete that, then you would be able to get the experience and difference between the two or three or whatever they are. So here student, AB rhyming scheme is used here. Here you can see student, would rhymes with stood. I have written AA. Both rhymes with could and undergrowth. I have written them B. Okay, B and B. So here AAB rhyming scheme is used here, student. Okay, you can see here because would, stood, they belongs from one family. Both here not only would, stood, could, all three belongs from one family. That's why I have written for them A. Both and undergrowth belongs from one family. They are written B. So rhyming scheme will be AB, AAB. Okay, rhyming scheme AB, AAB. Student, now here the poem is over. Next day we will continue another part, another term. Student, whenever consonant letter is repeated at the same place, then alliteration, and if they are repeated at different places in continuous words, then there is consonant figures of speech. And if vowel letter is repeated, it means there will be assonance. Okay, assonance, ASSONANCE, assonance in continuous words if vowel letter is repeated. So here student, only these devices were used here, poetic devices were used here. So thank you, have a nice day, enjoy study.